Race 8 kickstarts the treble on the last 3 races, 8, 9 and 10. There is a scratching for race 8. It is number 4, Joyful Win, who is out. So a field of 11 to partake in the Cumberland Handicap. Class 3 over 1,200 metres on the all-weather. Sunny Boy, his last win was off 78 here. He is marked 78 here for Chris So. Tornado Phantom Pacifier goes on for the first time. He's dropped 24 pounds. In the race as well as Harmony Spirit, to the crossover noseband, it comes off. Everyone's Victory there in the lineup for Harry Bentley and Frankie Law. Beauty Champ, he comes to the all-weather for the first time. Trader Jazz Angel was a strong winner when he jumped last start. Resolute and Spontaneous, a winner last start, is up in grade here for Paul O'Sullivan. Flying Bonus, Nick, we know he likes to charge forward, and with Victor Wong, I think he's the likely leader.
Yeah, he's drawn 12 as well, but I think he can certainly loop and swoop them and find himself in front. Flying Bonus, so expect to see him front rank early. Spontaneous, another one, along with Trader and Beauty Champ, all horses that can race on the pace. Beauty Champ, in fact, drawn 1, so he is well drawn. You've got Jazz Angel perhaps following along with Call Me Teddy, but I hope they do go a good pace, Paul, for a certain everyone's victory.
Yeah, and Tornado Phantom coming to the surface for the first time as well, so we'll see how he goes on the surface. He does generally work really well on it.
Yep, John Size and Zach Purton teaming up with him. But what about everyone's victory? He's only missed a placing once this season out of the top 4. Let's hear from his trainer, Frankie Law.
Frankie, Everyone's Victory is a horse that's had a great season for you. He's had a bit of a break, this horse, and you bring him back on Sunday.
Yes, this horse in Chongfa, stuck in Chongfa for 2 months. Yes, and before I just give him a trial and then come back to Hong Kong.
Were you happy with that trial up at Chung Fa? You looked to do it quite nicely.
Yes, usually his trial on the dirt is quite good, yeah.
And just obviously on, as you say, on the dirt, the all-weather, I mean, his form this year has been very good. He's been kept exclusively on that surface. What, coming into this weekend, do you think improvement is still to come from this fellow? Because he's had a good season and he continues to creep up the handicap.
Yes, because the horse is good on the dirt, so I just keep him on the dirt. You can see every race is on the dirt, he's one good. So to see how he can win 1 or 2 more for me.
He's got a bit of pace to the outside of the field. Flying Bonus likes to go forward. Is he a horse that's quite reliant on a good, strong pace?
Yes. He can midfield or a little bit second last, still okay. I think he's really good on the dirt. So.
And I guess crucially, you've got a man who rides him that knows him very well. Harry Bentley's got a good relationship with this horse.
yes, that's why I put him on.
And just finally, obviously, we saw on Wednesday night your old boss, John Size, got to 1,400 winners. Just a comment from you, obviously, what a great achievement that was for John to be one of only 2 to have got to that number.
Of course. That Wednesday night I also go to see him, boss. Congratulations, you got 1,400 winners. Not easy.
It's certainly not, and I guess for all the horses he's trained, you were a big part of that team. I mean, was there one special horse that stood out for you in your time at John Size's?
I think boss have too many horses. I think Mr. Stunning is the one because he trained. Also, I trained the horse. I think it's a good memory for me. Yes.
Yes, of course, what a great horse Mr. Stunning was, of course, with John Size, and then went across to Frankie Law. A few more runners to look at here for this race on the dirt, and Jazz Angel, Paul, is one of those. The key last start was clearly jumping because he's got ability, this horse.
He definitely has, hasn't he? And look, he jumped well and he won really nicely. So look, hold on to your hats at the start. I think that's just the key for this horse. If he jumps, he can put himself in the race.
He's 0 from 4 in the grade, which is perhaps a little bit concerning. The race he won last time actually was open to horses rated from 35 up to 60. So, look, he's done it well, though, off of top weight. And, again, if he does jump and he jumps well, then he'll put himself there.
He certainly will. And now Spontaneous had a good season last season. Up until this start, he'd been a little on the plain side, Nick, but he was well back to deliver here.
Yeah, it was a good win. Very good win, in fact. He's actually got 8 pounds less to carry, obviously, because he's up in grade. So he's got a lighter weight. He's got a wider draw, though. But from only a couple of starts on the all-weather, Paul, this was a nice win. And again, just to reiterate, obviously, Paul O'Sullivan's horse is in such good form. And, I mean, this is testament to how well they are going at the moment.
Yeah, they are going very well. And he'd been disappointing, it's fair to say, this horse. He went off the ball after looking really good early in his career. So it's good to see him bounce back.
11 runners to choose from here with the defection of Joyful Win for Class 3, 1200 on the dirt, but it doesn't look totally straightforward, Paul.
No, it doesn't at all. Look, I'm going to go with a horse who's won a trial here, which is was quite good, was Beauty Champ. He's coming onto the surface for the first time. The horses look good. He's on top, the 7, Beauty Champ, and he did perform in sort of soft and heavy going overseas. So I think he's suited to here to the all-weather. That's the 7. The 2, Tornado Phantom. He'll get back. He'll be running on. He's another one coming to the surface for the first time. Everyone's Victory. You can't leave out. He's so consistent. And a Trader, I think, will be in the right spot. So 7, 2, 6 and 8.
Yeah, everyone's Victory for me. Been a big fan of this horse, and he comes into this race, I think, in very good form. He's had a bit of a break, trialled nicely. We heard from Frankie there a few moments ago, and I think he seems very happy with the horse. So he'll go on top for me. Like him a lot in this. Tornado Phantom in for second. Interesting runner, all-weather debut. Gets the pacifiers on, a typical trait there from the John Side stable when running on the artificial surface. Jazz Angel goes in, and I throw in the top one, Sunny Boy, and on the best of his form. He's actually off a nice enough mark nowadays. 6, 2, 9 and 1.
Everyone's Victory, the current favourite for race 8, the second and final race on the all-weather at Sha Tin to kickstart the treble.